Welcome, Taurus, to your November 22nd through the 26th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay. See what's going on with you, Taurus. I do feel like a mood swing. A swing in mood. Going on with you, Taurus, 22nd through the 26th. I'm definitely feeling this mood swing. It's almost like you went from like super kind of optimistic to kind of a lower energy during the last couple of days. I don't know. Feels like it's been kind of lingering on here. I just didn't get here fast enough for it to hit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's almost like you need some kind of refreshing energy, something refreshing to change maybe the attention of what you're giving, or the attitude, the mood. Something is weighing you down. Let's see what's going on over here, Taurus. It's frustrating. I feel a little frustration. Maybe that's what it is. Just, you know what? It's frustrating me. I do have the Queen of Pentacles upside down, so it's kind of a blah, right? Because if the Queen of Pentacles is right side up, then it's saying I'm hum-ho, I'm okay, everything's okay. I kind of feel like it could be kind of that, so I could even say maybe it's this way, because with the mood swing and the mood shift, it could be that you're kind of starting out maybe the day really blah, maybe it ends up hum-ho, or vice versa. I kind of want to keep it sideways, guys. I don't know why. It just feels like, you know what, it's kind of this this energy that's not super duper powerful, guys, enough to keep you in really low. It's just, you know what, at certain times I feel like, oh, I'm okay, you know, and then all of a sudden it kind of hits and that's why I said mood swing. And then all of a sudden you're not feeling very good. So, you know, you could see it as, okay, you know, I'm feeling nurturing, I'm still doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm feeling okay. Now I'm not feeling all that wonderful. It's like maybe I'm back home from work and I'm not feeling so wonderful, or maybe I had to go to work and I wasn't feeling so wonderful. Now I'm home and I feel a little bit more better. However it is, take that how it resonates, but definitely feeling a little lower in energy than the norm, Taurus. Let's see what's going on over here. Overcommitted, could be overcommitted and underpaid. Yeah, it would be overworked, underpaid. There is definitely something that you feel like is not balanced. And it's really kind of overwhelming the energy. You know, take it on how it is, guys, whether it's in love, you know, friendship, work, you know, maybe they're just all kind of weighing in on each other. You know what I mean? And then it brings the ceiling kind of down, right? There's some tension, definitely tension. You have some inner confusion going on, almost to where the point where it's like, I'm not sure exactly which way I want to go. Repressing fear, repressing energy, repressing healing, repressing, what are you repressing, Taurus? Confrontation. It's almost like you're, okay, it's almost like you're misinterpreting something and you're allowing the feeling to overpower. Right? Even though I said it wasn't completely super powerful, it's still powerful enough to be able to take over the energy to power that, right? So it's kind of like a flickering light bulb. Maybe you could say kind of like the flickering candle over here. If it was, you know, it's just kind of off and on, off and on. Yeah, there's some disharmony within the self, within the mind. You might even feel like you're a little disorganized, not really on the ball right now. Feeling like the way that you want to connect with people is not really happening. There's this, you know, maybe even feel like a third wheel right now, where it's like, I want to connect with this over here, but my life is kind of a third wheel. I'm kind of in third wheel area. So it's, you know, not feeling like you're taking the approach, maybe the way that the approach needs to be taken. because you don't feel satisfied, you don't feel organized, you don't feel, just overall don't feel very good. There's some delays that are going on, or some resistance to want to change what you're trying to look at. It feels like whatever, there could be also a resistance of change where you don't feel like you have the control, Taurus, to be able to change the outcome, right? So it keeps stalling. Now you're stalling. You're like kind of puttering. And there's kind of this standstill, delay, puttering around. It's almost like what you want to change and where you thought things would change and where you were trying to change them, it just feels like it's kind of out of your control. So you're going to have to figure out how to work around it. In the middle of the deck, it does show you that you do have the celebration. You do have love around you, Taurus. You do have, joy. And this, for those of you in the United States, it could be Thanksgiving, you still have your family, you still have love. So it is showing, what, the energy is, like I said, because it's not 100 that I just feel completely low. There are still times I can feel happiness. It's just that my overall, it's hidden. You see that? It's hidden. But it doesn't mean you can't find it and it doesn't exist. It just means that this is the overall feeling. I can still get happy, right? I can still laugh. I can still be happy. I'm not like completely depressed, right? It just feels like this is unfair. Something is unfair, or you feel guilty about something. You're punishing yourself. You're punishing yourself for something. And it could be, it's just really unfair to you. The healing is what needs to come. The idea, the balance. And there it is, that kind of wishy-washy balance again. And that's probably what it is more than anything. The wishy-washy, I don't feel good, and then I'm okay. But I can still smile. I can still be me when need to be. Because it does show, there's some kind of celebration, joy, harmony. I can still show the love. I can still show compassion. That's why I said it's sideways. That's why I don't want to make it just 100, because it's still saying, I can still nurture my family. I still have the love. I'm not hiding out from the world. Maybe certain little things I might be kind of, taking a back seat to, as we see over here. But that's just because I'm not getting the approach of the happiness of that situation as much as I want to. So I'm kind of all up in your head about the situation. Let's clarify on this. Yes. You're trying to control a situation I think that you just cannot control, Taurus. I think that's exactly what this is, and it's got you in your head. You want it to be your way, but you cannot have it your way. It cannot be that way. So the stubbornness and the rigidness within yourself is what's holding back the overall card of the happiness, of the, true happiness. You really need to seek closure on this. Really cut your ties to the situation. Come up to the situation for the completion. You have to get to the completion over here. You really need the seeking personal closure to the situation. So if you're holding any kind of sadness or guilt or, however it is, you really need to get past that. I think we talked about losing a friend earlier in the month. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're still holding on to not closing out that friendship. Doesn't mean they're not 100% not there, but maybe they are not. However it is, you're holding on to something that is not in your control. Overly emotional, easily influenced. I don't really see, with it upside down, I don't really see the bitchiness, the cold-hearted, or the cruel, because otherwise, I would say that, I just don't see that. Because you're not going to be those things to yourself or to others. It's really what it is this over-emotion. And it's not even really easily influenced. What it is I don't feel good. I want to be in control of this situation, and because I cannot, because it's unfair, because I cannot have what I truly want. There's some kind of, I think it's loss, guys. I think for a lot of you it's loss of a friend, loss of maybe through it, maybe it's actual loss through death, and just holding on to it, wanting something that cannot come back, something of this nature that you're still grieving for. It's what it is. It's grief. Thank you. I heard it in my head. I was like, what am I looking for? What is the word? What is the word? So it is. It's kind of like you kind of against the world right now, and it makes you feel alone in its own way in that one little area. Even though you know you have all this love around you, you're kind of just doing your individual thing, keeping it to yourself. But it still shows that you have the fruits of labor. It still shows you have the rewards. It still shows, you know, you have the things that you need. It's just, this is an internal conflict. There is hope, though, guys, and faith, and trying to keep that hope and faith together. Really keeping your spirituality really up and really good. You have good omens. You have good fortune. You are divinely guided and divinely blessed. It's just looking for that rejuvenation through that healing. There it is, the healing. And that's really what it is. You need the healing to keep yourself calm. Everything is going to be okay. You have the giving, the receiving. You want to share the wealth. You know, you have the generosity, the charity, the sharing. You have all the things that you need. And I do believe you even have someone around you who could give you these things. You know, maybe they're still trying. Maybe you need to open up to receive them from them. But yeah, your moodiness. What did I say in the very beginning? We're having a mood swing. Having a little bit of disappointment. Moody. A little bit of moodiness. You know, and I think the thing about the situation is that it kind of gives grief to those around you, because I really do feel like there's somebody there that really wants you to, they feel it, they know it's there, as somebody who's close to you, and they're really trying to give and receive to you, but you just cannot 100% accept it. I do feel like you're giving back as much as you can, Taurus. I just feel like you're not accepting what they're trying to give to you. It's kind of, you know, turning your back on them a little bit. And this is just because of the lack of recognition that they're doing such a thing. That's all it is, right? Absolutely. Feeling down. Sun upside down. Like I said, I normally feel like it could be a type of depression, but it's not. I mean, I guess you could say that, you know, others would be like, it's depression. I just feel like it's more like a sadness and a feeling down, a moody. Maybe it's because of the holiday season. Maybe you're you know, you have lost ones. You know, maybe you don't. You know, you feel because they're not there. So you feel like people are missing. There's all kinds of reasons, right? Everybody has their own reason. Quiet power, inner strength. It's just kind of a time when you're emotionally kind of not there. People could see that maybe at certain times you're more silent, kind of gone quiet, looking for your own inner truth, trying to deal with your own by yourself. Taurus has a strength. But I do see this ambitiousness coming around, and like I said, you're still driven for your success. Things are still not going to 100% get away from you. It's just that I'm kind of just in the corner. And like I said, at other times, I really see you, you know, kind of chatty, getting along, doing the things you want. But I think after the celebration is kind of over, it's right back to that kind of mood again. It like hits you like a switch. It's like somebody just knocked a switch on and then back in your head. I'm hoping that the alignment changes after a while. once you start really using that inner truth and using that inner wisdom, you will actually start coming back, kind of coming back alive. And I do feel like whoever this Knight of Swords is, they're also going to kind of come back through. It could be in this Aquarius, my friends. Literally an Aquarius or a Libra that's going to come through and really drive you and help you. And I think that's this giver over here. I see a lot of Aquarius over here, driving as the driving force to kind of get you back to where you need to be. Or it could have a lot of Aquarius or Earth in their chart. But definitely that's them pushing you to better, faster healing, understanding, defending your understanding, defending your rights, helping you out, giving you the advice that you need. Couldn't be more better than an air sign to give some great advice, right? They seem, you know, they have the analytical mind to be able to do such a thing, plus the compassion to be able to do something. So that way you don't feel like it's not going to be the misery loves company scenario. No, it's going to be the driving force where it's like, you're going to heal, Taurus. You're going to be fine. I've got your back. Let's talk about this truthfully and get through this. That's what you really need. You definitely don't need someone to cry on their shoulder and have them seriously cry with you, right? Doesn't mean that they don't have compassion, because like I said, they're going to have the compassion to be able to do so, but they're also very truthful, very healing, and very good at what they do. And you know who this friend is. And if you don't, they can just come out of nowhere, and you might even be like, wow, I didn't realize you cared so much, or I didn't realize you were such a, you know, so awesome at this. And they really are going to give you this driving force back. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.